Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm here with my sister.
Hi.
For right now, we're doing audio only. Um, I had the unfortunate incident of being sick twice twice in what 1 month. I had that thing going around. People were losing their voice and everything about 3 weeks ago, and then I had a tetanus shot, and then I got sick from the tetanus shot.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I don't know why you looking at me like that. What?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, you can't.
I gave you medicine, so
It didn't work.
it did.
It actually made me sicker.
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. Anyway, we ain't here for that. We had to test. Oh, and also, I gotta finish Ghost series. And basically, what happened was also, as long as me being sick, the garage band kept crashing at the end of all the videos or in the middle of the videos that we were doing, and I was just fed up between being sick and the garage band crashing. I just kind of like didn't put out much content. But we're back now. You can even hear my voice. I'm still not 100%, but it is what it is. So we're gonna do a talk about things, test out the audio, make sure it's working. What is your assessment of your Steelers?
They scare me. Like, these games should not be close. I mean, Ravens.
Dang, I'm gonna say the Ravens are good.
Yeah, but like, it's just the way they are winning. I mean, yeah, get it done, but you can't have a game with no touchdowns.
Apparently, you can.
I mean, yeah, but it's not good. It's
You
not
did
a
say
good habit.
the last time we talked, you did say like everybody keep on hyping up Russell Wilson, but they still not good on offense, and you're right.
Right.
And they're still like, look how good he is. So I saw a title there like he ain't scared of the Ravens. Look how he performed. It was like they didn't score.
They barely won.
But they got this myth and this thing around like,
yeah,
we couldn't have did it without him. You're like, play mid.
I don't get it. I mean,
shout out to the defense.
Yeah. Although they need to work on some things also.
Dang, you hold them to one. What they?
They're 8-2.
Yeah, and you're like, they ain't good enough.
But they're putting themselves in positions that they don't need to be in, like penalties, just interceptions. It's just I want them to be better as they go along, and it's just not getting better. I mean,
a true Steelers fan.
But I'm not as bad as Daddy. If you hear him talk, you would think he hated the Steelers, and that's not his team.
Let me look something up. You talking about do better? Lamar Jackson had he had 200 yards, just barely got 200
penalty wise.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like you hold Lamar Jackson to 40 yards rushing, 46 yards. Come on now, that's a phenomenal job.
Okay, that's one aspect of it. You got penalties,
Dang, Russell only threw 5 yards a pass.
Ooh. And then they have these long routes. It's like, stop that. You got to do a shorter routes.
Okay.
And he holds the ball too long. I'm sorry.
Well, congratulations to you and your team.
What about your team?
Look, ain't nothing. Look, mine's gonna be short. It's the same things as usual. Horrible defense. Kicker can't kick. Now the kicker can't kick at all.
Yeah, I stopped watching y'all game on Sunday night.
It's just I remember when the Bengals were good, and they sucked when they had Chad and TJ Houshmandzadeh.
They were good and they sucked.
No, because remember, like every other season, it was like they would be like 11-4. And then 10-6, and all of a sudden they'll have like if you look, it was 8-8, 7-9. It'd be like a roller coaster, and it'd be like wow, like but Chad putting up numbers, and Carson's putting up numbers, or AJ Green's putting up numbers, or the Red Rifles putting up numbers, Andy Dalton, and they're like, well, this is a whole bunch of numbers for nothing.
Yeah,
and this is the worst it's ever been because this is literally the most talented offensive trio they've, as in. The two, not as in Brown has a potential to run it back, but as in established potential, Higgins, Chase, and Joe. This is the most talent we've ever had to be like amazing talent to be just like wasting all of it. So it's just sad. Like the whole city's sad. And
not the whole city. Yeah.
What are you talking about? We talking about Bengals fans. We ain't talking about nobody else.
I mean, you can't say everybody's sad. Everybody's not a Bengal fan.
But nobody talking. See, look. You know what's funny? You know kills me about
Did anybody say the Steelers?
They don't care about Steelers fans.
I didn't say the Steelers.
Don't care about. Look, this. You know what's
funny?
I
know somebody that's a Green Bay fan. I mean, that's no better.
I like how petty you been because I was respectful with your team. I was positive with your team, and I was like, yeah, the whole city's sad. Ain't not everybody. It's like, yo, look, we ain't talking about.
You can't say those blanket.
Man, that is a phrase. That is a phrase. Anyway.
I know a Packers fan. I know a Cowboys fan. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of cow, look,
Jerry Jones got to go.
No, look, this ain't even about them for real. Bengals fans, y'all need to chill out. Y'all don't need to be pointing at the Jets. Y'all need to be pointing at the Cowboys. We don't need to be saying nothing about nobody right now. Cause out of the Jets and the Cow, like we got our own mess. Like the thing, I get it. The Cowboys is America's team. They got a gajillion-dollar stadium. It makes no sense they can't win at all.
Did you see yesterday when the stuff was falling from the ceiling? Like metal?
I didn't see that.
Like they were retracting the roof and like metal was falling. What's the lady name? Lisa Saunders, I think. The sideline reporter. She said she was standing right there and like stuff was falling down. Jerry won't close the curtains.
You know, the Jets got their thing with Rodgers and stuff, but we are in no position to point like, ha, 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 look at that over there. Ain't no point. That ain't gonna make me feel better. You know, in life, just because somebody else doing bad, what you doing? That don't make me happy. You know, yeah. When I beat a team, I'm happy, but just looking at the team, be like, that's why you horrible. No, we ain't going nowhere. And guess what? I hope also this is the end of anybody ever talking about that damn Super Bowl appearance. I don't ever want to be like, well, we got you the Super Bowl. We can get. You don't know when you're getting back. You got to build on it.
So I have a question for you.
No.
Should they fire the coach? Or should you give him a little more time? I mean, they gave Marvin Lewis seemed like an eternity.
Let me see something. I just want to make sure. I'll make sure how many years he's been here. I don't want to make a mistake.
It's been a few.
Let's see. He has been here since. He has been here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is into his 6th year. I generally think you give a coach 5 years. When he got to his 3rd and 4th, they went 10-7 and 12-4. The reason why I said 12-4 because I remember they suspended that game. Whatever. I think so because I say you give coach 5 years. He's been here long enough to show what he could do. I don't like the inconsistency of the team. You know, the only the 10-7, it's like that's not a good team. 12-4, yes, that's a good team. 9-8, not a good team. Now the first 2 years he had a horrible team. He incorporated a horrible team. I'll give him that, but you know, after those first 2 years, it's like going through high school or college. You went through a 4-year process. This is supposed to be your team. This is where you make your mark. And what we know about them is that they don't play well in the preseason. They don't care about playing well in the preseason. Yeah, nobody ever plays. No. And then they have a rough start every year, and then they barely get in. They barely get into the playoffs. And my thing is, and this will be the 2nd year in a row they did not make the playoffs. I will say this. Yeah, Marvin Lewis was here for over 10 plus, I think he was here 15, something crazy.
Yeah, something like that.
But my thing is, I would say the defensive coordinator would have to go. He got to go.
Offensive coordinator? Also?
I think that's the coach.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah. They don't have some they don't have some coaching changes to the defense and also stylistic changes to the offense because they don't. I want the wide receiver developed, the third wide receiver developed. I want.
Do they really use their tight end?
It's sporadic because the tight end will have a really really good game and then all of a sudden they'll have like 30 yards. It's really sporadic, so it's very depressing. But we'll move on.
One more thing. As of now, who do you see in the Super Bowl, or you think it's too far out to predict? Who do you want to see? I mean, other than the Bengals.
As of right now, it looks like the Lions for sure getting there. Well, I'll say this. I believe they're in the same conference and everything, but I would want to see the Lions because they seem like they can just hang it on anybody, like a bunch of points stuff. You know, they just lost their linebacker, their best linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is who else is as locked in as them. Everybody else is kind of, nobody believes the Ravens. The Steelers, and they don't put up enough points. Like their defense is playing phenomenal though. Their defense is, to be dealing with that offense.
Other than my Steelers, I would want to see my second favorite team, the Eagles.
I think the Eagles and the Lions are in the same. Yeah, are they both in the NFC?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eagles. Fly, Eagle, fly.
Why you?
You know why I like the Eagles.
You tell me. I don't know.
Jalen Hurts.
It's funny that you like him so much, and the city split on him because like when he's bad, they be like he ain't that good.
They always like that. That's Philly.
Okay, sound like
they love him when they love him. They hate him when they hate him. But I've liked him since he was in college. So.
Okay, so
before me,
dang, this is the third time. Yes.
Your thoughts on Beyonce performing?
I don't care. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay. Like
I thought it was weird.
No, it's in Texas.
Yeah, I get it.
You get it? Houston, H-Town, stay down. Is she from there?
Yes.
It's all promotional. Cause she'll be rocking with Houston, the Texas like that. I'm not believe she rocking with the Texans. She could be though. She could. I ain't done no research.
I've seen her at more basketball games than football games. Really.
Yeah, it's all marketed. She probably about to gear up and make another album.
I just hope it's not a tour announcement because I don't have the funds quite yet for that.
It ain't time yet.
And
it ain't time yet.
Also, Kendrick's supposed to be going on tour also, so I don't know how I'm gonna situate that.
It ain't time yet for her to do a tour. I don't think she's gonna retour Cowboy Carter.
I don't know. You never know.
I think that was more like an event in itself.
Hopefully, it's the.
Isn't there a rock album coming?
I don't know. That's what they said. They said rock or gospel. I would rather hear. Never mind.
No, speak your. Hey, this is not a safe space, but you're allowed to say what you want and be criticized.
It's not inviting.
No, I mean you can say what you want, but be prepared. Be criticized.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I think I would rather hear a rock album.
Oh, what's right? There's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that she's performing at a random. Well, it's not a random. It's Christmas Day, but like.
And she want to get out there. That's all it is. And plus,
get out on Raw.
Look. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna save my money up to go see Kendrick.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So anyway, I think. I mean, you got anything else? I know we still got to see the Gladiator movie, and why do you do that? What's wrong? Why you want go ahead and say it? Why don't you want to see the Gladiator movie?
I do want to see the Gladiator movie.
Gladiator 2. Okay, why? Okay, what?
I've never seen the first one.
Why did you never see the first Gladiator?
It just was never appealing to me, which is weird because I love history. Like, you know me, I'm always watching something historic. But I don't know. It's just
you didn't like Russell Crowe back then. He was on fire.
I did like Russell Crowe. I liked him in Beautiful Mind and all that, and I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, guess what? I've never seen the original either.
Oh, so why you? I hear it's a great movie.
I have never seen it. It never appealed to me either. Every time I would see it, I'd be like, eh. Yeah, the only thing I like about Gladiator, the original Gladiator, is Jay-Z sampled it.
Oh, yeah.
What more can it... are you not entertained?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to see it before we see the second one. I have to see the first one to see the second one?
I don't know.
I feel like we don't.
I don't...
But you never know, so I'll watch it.
Wow. Well, you got anything else? I think we dang.
Oh, you wanted to talk about the Tyson.
Oh, fight. Hey, let me tell you something right now. Shout out to Common Sense. I was on the fence, and I'm generally good at predicting combat sports stuff. Let's say I'm about 80%.
You're better than Drake.
Dang, see, little shots fired. Anyway. And James always be like, man, put some money down on it. I'm like, no. He was like, put some money down. So I put 25 and I won 70. And I kept on seeing what happened was this. I was on the fence, like, because I don't like Jake Paul.
I don't either.
And I was like, come on, Mike, do it. That's what your heart wanted to say.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it and be like, wait a minute. When I saw him walking, he reminded me of our grandparents or something walking. He was like I saw he was in a white jacket during the weigh-in, and they showed him walking towards the podium. He was just,
which is weird because leading up to the fight, he wasn't walking like that.
Man, he's been in canes. He's been in wheelchairs, and then you find out all that stuff that happened. You find out and they're like, you shouldn't have fought. And people was like, he had to. He's obligated. You lost 8 pounds of blood. I don't know what it was. It was enough to be like, I would have retired. He wanted that check. Never underestimate the power of the check. This was not about pride, because this is not he just old. He want the money. The idea of being like, this is about my legacy. He was talking. No, he said, I don't care. He said, I don't care about legacy. I don't care about it. No, because
that was when I knew he was not gonna win. I saw him say that, I said, oh, you don't care about.
But yeah, plus also it don't make any sense because all he does is quote great men and their legacies. When he's talking about history, he loves history. That history is legacy. So the idea of being like legacy doesn't matter it's not compatible to what he's saying now.
Oxymoron.
Yeah. So
once I saw that legacy thing, I said he's not gonna put in his full effort.
And I seen Teddy Atlas talk, but before that, there's this dude on YouTube from England, black dude. He named I think Hatchet Man. I think it's Hatchet Man Boxing. He was talking about it. He was like, Tyson's old. He's like, Tyson is old. He's old. He was like, look, Jake Paul's not going to put his money on the line to lose to anybody right now.
Of course, and that's the reason. That's part of the reason I don't like Jake Paul. He don't fight nobody.
Yeah, and it hit me. It was like when he kept on saying he's old. He said it like 2 or 3 times. He's like, that is an old man. I was like, dang, he's right.
And it's sad because I remember growing up watching Tyson, and I was scared of him.
Everybody was.
Like, even just looking at a picture of him or looking at him on TV, I would just be like, ooh. And then I remember watching.
Yeah, just like everybody was shocked when he lost to Lennox.
Oh,
even though he was older, the way he was talking, it was like, man, maybe he got a chance. But when you look back, you're like, nah, he was washed. And
then he kept biting his glove, and I heard that was to get air, but it's just like,
nah, look. All I know is, and then I'm mad because then they was talking. People, then they got pointed out, those shots of him punching the bag and stuff, moving. They was like, if y'all got to pay attention, that was clearly edited videos. It was those 1, 2, shoot, and they cut it. Think about it. It wasn't a long combination. But he
still didn't do that during the fight.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Why did we see his booty cheeks?
Let me tell you something right now. What do they look? People say, why didn't he do that during the fight? Why didn't he do all that punching and hitting during the fight? You know why? In the words of Mike Tyson, everybody got a plan until they get punched. He was, oh. He was like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, man. What?
I'm mad that fight even happened.
Look, hey, I made my money. I'm good. I'm mad I didn't put more money on it. But
next time you start betting, put money in for me.
Nah, I ain't respond. Look, the views expressed on betting is by a person that don't know what he's doing. He just be guessing.
I'll give you $10.
Man, you do it yourself.
No, I don't know where to go, what to do.
Bet on your Steelers.
No,
But
I'm not putting money on them.
But okay then. Unless you got any other like that you want to just pop up with. But yeah, I guess we done. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.